Hi, welcome to BODHI. I'm Tamal. This is Casey. We're going to do a 30-minute vinyasa practice entitled Strengthen and Lengthen. We will begin seated in the center of your yoga mats in Sukhasana, easy pose. So have your shins crossed, plant the palms on the knees, draw on the stomach, lift the chest, soften the shoulders down, close the eyes. Start to bring your awareness to your inhales and your exhales. And as we shift gears and we find our sit bones, we find our breath, we align the spine, start to formulate an intention for today's practice. And what that means is we want to look at all the things we're working with, working on, and working through, and take detailed attention and notes of maybe tight muscles, old injuries, so that you can tailor this practice around those things and make it very individualized and personalized. And whether you are trying to just get a workout today, or you just want to move and stretch, open up, or a combination of the two, that's completely up to you. But what makes this so special and unique as individuals is we all have our own history of what our body's going through, been through, and that's going to help us navigate the road ahead. Take a big inhale. Hold it at the top. Out of the mouth. Again, inhale deeply. Hold it at the peak. Let it go. Go back to breathing through the nose. Make your breath sound like you're fogging a mirror with your mouth shut. Find the audible ujjayi. Blink your eyes open. Let's switch the crossing of your legs so everything gets evened out. Keep the palms on the knees. I want you to take an inhale and lift your chest up, let the elbows bend. And then as you exhale, I want you to lean back around the spine, let your arms straighten out. Then inhale, lift the chest, elbows bend. Exhale, lean back, arms straighten out on your own. Seated cat-cows, just starting to jumpstart the spine. Should feel really good. And then we're going to come to a straight neutral spine. Walk your hands forward. Let's get onto all fours, hands and knees. Wrists under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Take an inhale and lift your head to the sky as you dip your belly. Then exhale, tuck your chin in. Let's round your upper back. Again, inhale, lift the head, dip the belly. Exhale, tuck and round back and forth on your own. So we did this same kind of spinal movement at seated, but now we're really doing it in the traditional format. I want to emphasize not only the arms being straight, but the shin bones gluing down. Then we come to a flat and neutral back. Let's tuck your toes. Let's lift your knees and find downward facing dog, Ardha Mukha Svanasana. You can pedal out your legs, you can shift your weight side to side, do any fidgeting that feels appropriate. And eventually we'll settle with the legs hips width apart. The heels disappear behind the toes. Arms are shoulder width apart, fingers will point forward, the hands spread wide. The forearms lift, the upper outer arms wrap down and around. The belly navigates in, the hips move back, the thigh bones move back. And keeping your feet where they are, I want you to walk your hands halfway back to your feet. So you've shortened your down dog by about 50%. And grounding down through both palms, because there's this tendency to climb onto the fingers because we're getting into the hamstrings. If anything, you put a little bend in the knees. And walk your hands all the way back. Take an inhale, glance out, climb onto the fingers or hands up the shins. Then exhale, fold your body forward. Bend the knees, arms go behind the back, interlace the fingers. We're going to pull the arms to the sky and then maybe press the legs straight. We breathe. And do the exact same kind of interlace, but with the opposite pinky in front. And then we'll release the hands down to the ground. We'll find downward facing dog. Once you're in down dog, let's drift to plank. Stack your shoulders over the wrists. Ground down the thumbs, the index, and the pinkies. The forearms rotate in a little bit. The upper outer arms wrap back. The belly is going in. The tailbone is scooping under. The chest is drawing forward. And we hang out here. You can always do it from your knees. You can always modify. You can also skip this. You could reality do like 10 minutes of this 30-minute class if you wanted to. Big inhale. Then exhale, downward facing dog. So we're going to do that again, but we're going to find an alternate variation. Let's drift to plank, top of a push-up, and let's go to your forearms. Once you're on your forearms, ground down through the palms and the inner wrists. The triceps are wrapping back, the belly is going in, the tailbone is scooping under. The sternum is pulling forward. Obviously, we did a lot of lengthening stuff, and now we're kind of tapping into some of that strengthening stuff we promised. And we'll place your hands where your elbows are and find plank. And then downward facing dog. Let's lift the right leg up, and as you exhale, take the right knee to your right elbow. Shoulders over wrists. Then inhale, extend it back. Again to the right elbow. Extend it back on your own in that sequence for the next 30 seconds, slow or fast. I just encourage you to keep your arms straight the whole time. And let's meet with the right leg extended back. Lunge the right foot between your hands. Stay on the ball of your back foot. Climb onto your fingertips. Start to square your hips forward. Fire up the back leg. And then reach your arms forward. Oof, I know. This one gets you right into those lower body muscles. The hamstrings, glutes, quads. Try to get those arms straighter so the skin of the side body gets longer. We root through those feet to come all the way up to crescent, reach to the sky. So initially we soften the back leg like Casey's doing. We start to scoop the tailbone under so we're not dumping in the low back. Then as those arms get a little straighter, the shoulders should get softer. The neck actually gets longer as well. And the triceps, the upper outer arms, start to wrap forward. So your palms start to angle back. Take a big inhale. And exhale, hands come down. Let's step back to plank. Let's lower chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog if you're ready. Then exhale, downward facing dog. Let's inhale, lift the left leg up. Exhale, left knee to left elbow, shoulders over wrists. Then inhale, extend it back. Again, left knee, left elbow. Extend it back on your own. And then we'll meet with the leg extended back. We'll lunge the foot between the hands. Stay on the ball of the back foot. Climb onto the fingers. Steer the hips forward. Reach the arms forward. So the torso should just hang like an inch or two above that left knee. And then notice if you're dumping in the mid-spine, you want to take the front ribs in, so we're securing the whole mid-drift. Inhale to come up, crescent. So we soften the back leg. You start to go through your little checklist of the tailbone going under, the frontal hip points lifting, the left calf pressing forward, the sternum rising, the shoulders softening. Take a big inhale. And exhale, hands come down to the ground. We step back, we lower chaturanga. Inhale, back bends. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's take a big inhale through your nose. Let's hold your breath at the top. Out of the mouth. Come up high on your toes. Bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, step or hop to the front. Inhale, glance out. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, open the arms and rise to standing. Circle your arms overhead. Prayer in front of the heart. Surya Namaskar A. Inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, fold your body forwards. Inhale, glancing out. Then exhale, step or jump back, Chaturanga. Inhale, back bends. Exhale, downward facing dog. So we only have one more round of those, and then we'll take another detour. Let's rise high on the toes. Bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, step or spring. Inhale, glance out. Exhale, fold. Inhale, open the arms and rise. Exhale, prayer in front of the heart. Here we go. Inhale, reach. Exhale, folds. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's inhale, lift your right leg. Exhale, right knee under and across to your left elbow. Then inhale, extend it back. Again to the left elbow. Reach it back on your own. Me with the leg extended back. Lunge the right foot between the hands. Stay on the ball of the back foot. Climb onto the fingers. Square the hips. Keep the torso where it is. Take your thumbs to your heart at prayer. Anjali Mudra. All the weight starts to get heavy in the right big toe, and the left foot comes up off of the ground for warrior three. So this is going to help strengthen, start to tone the muscles of the legs. But there's a lot of structure in order to keep the pieces of the puzzle together. We want the left leg, the hovering leg, straight, and the left inner thigh working up towards the sky. For the next couple breaths, just to add a little extra flavor, let's reach your arms forward. You don't have to reach your arms forward if you don't want to. It's like when people go get ice cream or something that too many toppings, too many of this, sometimes there's too much add-ons. Big inhale. As you exhale, only set the hands to the ground, standing splits. Walk your hands towards the right leg. Here's the lengthening. Slide the right hand to the right, the left hand to the left, cup the floor with the fingers, and dip your chest, your sternum towards the right shin bone. So you want your arms nice and wide. Take an inhale, and as you exhale, cross your left foot on the back of your right ankle. So your feet are pinky toe to pinky toe. And then walk your hands to the right. When you walk your hands to the right, you should feel this really awesome stretch, or as one of my teachers would say, very lovely stretch, across your outer left thigh, the IT band. If you want to magnify the sensations, you put a bend in the right leg. Walk your hands back to center. Inhale, lift the left leg up. Exhale, set the left foot next to right, big toe to big toe. Inhale, glance out. Exhale, step back to the top of a push-up and pause in plank. Let's go to the forearms. This thing again. So we want our palms to connect, but try not to interlace the fingers, like you're making a prayer. And then you're going to karate chop the outer edge of the hands, wrists, and forearms into the floor. And that should help you elevate the sternum, elevate the ribs, elevate the hips. And let's lift your right foot up an inch. Right foot down, left foot an inch. Left foot down. Place your hands where your elbows are. Find plank. And then downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale to right elbow under and across. Extend it back on your own in that rhythm. 30 seconds. And then we'll meet with the leg extended back, and we'll lunge the left foot between the hands. Stay on the ball of your back foot. Climb onto the fingers. Start to square the hips, fire up the back leg, and take your hands at prayer. So we know where we're going. There's no surprises on the second side. All the weight's in the left foot, right foot lifts, warrior 3. Try to level the hips out. Dorsiflex the right foot so you feel the front of that right shin bone engage. Now those of you who want the extra toppings, reach your arms forward, palms face each other. It's like an extra side of intensity. How many of you guys, when they go, would you like salad or fries? Get the fries. Take an inhale, and as you exhale, only set the hands down. Walk your hands towards the left leg, get close. Slide the left hand to the left, slide the right hand to the right, cup the floor with the fingers, and then dip your chest towards the left shin. I always thought that was really odd. They go, would you want something crazy healthy or you want something deep fried? Those are your options. Take an inhale, and as you exhale, cross your right foot on the back of your left ankle. So your pinky toe to pinky toe. Then walk your hands to the left. When you walk your hands to the left, now you're getting in the outer right thigh, the IT bend. If you want to intensify the sensation, put a little bend in the left leg. This is a great stretch to do after a run. Walk your hands back to center. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, set it next to left, big toe to big toe. Feet together, inhale, glance out. Then exhale, just fold, squat down in your tiptoes. Let's do crow bakasana. So feet together, knees wide. Wedge your triceps against the shins. Plant the palms, chaturanga the arms. One or both feet lifts. You can always skip this too and go to down dog. Otherwise, you step back, shoot back, float back. After you've taken the vinyasa, we'll meet in downward facing dog. From down dog, let's inhale, lift the right leg up. Bend the knee and open up your hip. Come up high on the left toes. Flip your dog, drop the right foot to the left. Take the right hand off the mat, reach it up and overhead. Lift from the chest. Come back to the three-legged dog, right hand to the mat, right leg to the sky. Lunge the right foot between your hands. Stay on the ball of your back foot. Come up crescent pose, reach to the sky. So soften your back leg, and we'll take the right palm to your tailbone. And use that right palm as a guide to manually steer the hips forward and to create the neutral pelvis. That means tucking the tailbone under and letting the frontal hip points lift. Then your sternum can lift from there, maybe a little lift to the chin. A lot of lifting. And then the left hand's going to go down to the ground. Pause, turn your chest to the sky. Then reach your right arm up and then over your head, lengthen forward. The right bicep's hanging low, just like Casey's got her right bicep about an inch from the cheek. We're pressing the earth away with the left palm. We're drawing the right hip back. Inhale, reach your right arm up. Exhale, right hand down. Pause, straighten your front leg. Lift the front of the right foot up. So you can balance on the right heel on the ball of your back foot. It's really lengthening the muscle fibers in the hamstrings. If you have blocks, you can always put your hands on blocks too to help bring the floor to you. Rebend your front knee. Plant the palms, step back to plank. Let's lower chaturanga. Inhale, back bends. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left leg lifts, bend the knee, open up the hip. Come up high in the right toes, flip the dog, drop the left foot to the right. Take the left hand off the mat, reach it up and overhead. Lift from the chest. Let's come back to the three-legged dog. Left hand to the mat, left leg to the sky. Knee to nose. Step it through. Let's come up. Crescent pose. So we know where we're going again. We're softening the back leg. We take the left palm and glue it to the tailbone. And use that to find the posterior tilt and then lift the chest. Maybe lift the head a little. The right hand comes down to the ground. Pause, turn your chest to the sky, reach your left arm up, and then turn the left hand down, reach over your head. So in this one, we really want to straighten out the back leg. You're pressing the right thigh bone into the hamstring. We're squaring the hips. Reach your left arm up, left hand down, straighten the front leg, lift the front of the left foot up. So you're balancing on the left heel and the ball of the back foot. It's really common to let that right hip move back and the left hip to move forward. Let's do the opposite. Right hip forward, left hip back. And you notice once you make that minor correction, all of a sudden those hamstrings go, well, hello. Rebend your front knee, plant the palms, let's step back to plank, let's lower chaturanga. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's lower your knees. You can sit to one side or cross one ankle over the other and sit behind the feet. Let's just take the legs through to the front. Extend your legs out in front of you, grab a hold of your butt, move your glutes back, move the bottoms of your thighs out. Then we'll inhale, reach your arms high. Then exhale, hinge and fold forward, Paschimottanasana. And from here, you can sit up. Scoot forward, let's lay on your back. Once you're on your back, bend your knees, sit your feet on the floor, heels to your butt. Plant the palms, let's lift the hips, bridge pose. You can interlace the fingers underneath the back, tuck the upper arm bones underneath you, or if any of you want a deeper back bend, you can take upward facing bow or Urdhva Dhanurasana if that's in your practice. Take an inhale, lift a little more. Exhale, come on down, hug your knees to your chest. So we're going to take a reclining pigeon, cross the right ankle over the top of the left quad. Take the right arm split between your legs and hold on to the left shin, and take your left arm around the outside of the left leg, hold on to the left shin. Dorsiflex the feet, press the outer right knee forward. Keep what you have, take your arms out to the sides like cactus arms. Slide the right knee over the left, and maybe you can hook your right foot under the left calf. Look to the right, drop both knees to the left. Eagle twist, Supta Parivrita Garuda Asana. Bring your knees back up into your chest, untangle the legs, hug them in with the arms. We'll do reclining pigeon on the other side. Cross the left ankle over the right knee. Both arms hold on to the right shin. And we breathe. Keep what you have. Take your arms out to the sides like cactus arms. Slide the left knee over the right. Maybe you double bind. Look to the left. Drop both knees to the right. Bring the knees back up into your chest. Untangle the legs. Hug them in with the arms. Place your forehead to your knees. Take a very big inhale. Hold your breath. Squeeze everything, all tension, all stress into a tight little ball. And let it all go. Sprawl open. Savasana. You made it. Namaste Saraswati Devam Guravani Pachadane Nirvasesha Sunyavade Vaskachade Siddharane Bhaja Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasari Gaura Bhakta Vrindam. Together, take a big inhale through your nose. Hold your breath. Let it go. Wiggle your fingers, your toes, bring movement back to the body. And with your eyes still shut, let's roll over to your right side. With your eyes still closed, let's come up to seated. Sit up tall, take your hands at prayer in front of your heart, follow your breath. Let's bow our head. Namaste.